Okay, here we go. Get this down to my size. Dick Becker was up here before. First of all, I'd like to thank Jim for the kind words. We did meet quite a long time ago on a basketball court. I'd like to give a thanks to the friends who support our Hall of Fame. I would like to acknowledge all the athletes that kept me busy on the weekends for all these years. Tonight, I have my family here. They're all at table 2. And my wife, Nyla, she is the backbone of our family of 5 boys. And as of June of this year, I had to think about that, at June of this year, she's been very supportive of my passion for athletics and high school sports for over 60 years. I'm going to cheat here because she didn't want me to say anything, but this is, I think, the first banquet she's been to. But if you look on your tables, the megaphones that are sitting on your table, about 15 years ago she set and made 36 of them. We use them every year, so please leave them for next year. I just want to share 6 memories that I have of the sports that I've followed. Number 1, first memory was as Dick Becker mentioned, in 1955, the Elgin West Rockford basketball game. West Rockford defeated Elgin, and it was on an infamous 6 points in 8 seconds near the end of the game. And that was the first memory. Number 2, the Lady Maroons. In 1996, went down and were defeated by Stevenson and the Catching Sisters, who went on to play quite a bit of basketball. Number 3, I hit the trifecta. 1990, watching the Illinois State Wrestling Championships on Saturday evening. The first matchup was a 119-pounder named Jeff Marabella, who was in our Hall of Fame, won his 2nd state consecutive championship. The second match of the trifecta, a young man from St. Edward's, Green Wave, wrestled in the championship match, took 2nd place. And the trifecta for 3rd one, an athlete from Larkin High School. He was a big guy, the heavyweights, 275-pounder. And he took 1st place. I want to go to number 4 here, softball. I followed a young lady from Elgin High School named Hannah Perriman through her high school and college career at the University of Missouri, St. Louis. My wife and I were able to attend the end of the year conference tournament in Peoria. We watched her pitch not a no-hit game or a no-run game, but a perfect game. 21 batters. Hannah, as of today, she is tied for the record, the NCAA record books for most perfect games pitched in her career. She was drafted and played professional softball with the Akron Racers. Number 5, as Jim mentioned before here, in 2005, was inducted into the Coaches Basketball Hall of Fame. And not knowing what to expect when I walked into the banquet hall, I opened my eyes and there was over 800 basketball fans and players attending that banquet. It was overwhelming. Get my other cheat sheet here. that same banquet, there was a young lady from Bartlett High School, U46. Her name was Lindsay Schrader. Lindsay Schrader was also that night announced as Miss Illinois Basketball of 2005. I watched her play in the championship game, and they were beat by Peoria. She went on to play 4 years at Notre Dame. Number 6 and last, in February of 2014, I was presented with a one-of-a-kind plaque at the Elgin Larkin crosstown rivalry game. I was recognized for the support of both schools with a split plaque. One side of the plaque was Elgin High School, and their seal was in maroon. On the other side was a Larkin Royal Blue with a Royal Blue seal. With the fans standing, players lined up at both foul lines before the national anthem, I was presented by Principal John Tuen from Larkin, Athletic Director from Larkin, Mark Ribbon, Elgin Principal Jerry Cook, Athletic Director Paul Pennington, brought me down to mid-court. This plaque now hangs in my entryway of my house. Every time I come in the door, it reminds me of the crosstown rivalry. And on the way back to the bleachers, Coach Carter stopped me, and he said, "We're going to get you downstate." And a few years later, my son Daryl and Daryl teaches at Larkin High School. Here we were sitting at Carver Arena, the Final Four. Larkin lost to the eventual state champion. And with this memorable night tonight, I believe my bucket list is complete. Thank you to everyone.